Hey there, team. Couple more days till PARCC testing. Just want to remind you, if you go to your Edmodo, log in, all of your notes from the entire year are in the teacher side folder. When you get to your Edmodo, either from your phone or from a computer, you click on the Algebra 2 group. From there, you want to click on Folders, Teacher Side, and there are all of your teacher side notes ever since August. Anything you want to review before PARCC testing is in that folder. If you go to your Spring Break folder, there's all your PARCC practice problems before you start testing next week. Anything you want to review is in that folder. You can send me questions on Edmodo, you can send me questions on text, or in the comment section on your YouTube PARCC videos. Every year PARCC gives a question on I. Does the student know the I pattern? Every year on Algebra 2, there's a question just like this. They ask the student, when you multiply two values, does it give you a real number? So let's look. Your I pattern, we learned I represents square root of -1, which is not real. I squared equals -1, which is real. I cubed is the opposite of your first term, which is not real. And I to the 4th power is the opposite of your second term, which is real. So not real, real, non-real, and real. The cool thing is, I to the 5th power repeats itself. 5th power, 6th power, 7th power, 8th power, and it just keeps repeating. If you could memorize the first two terms, well, the third is the opposite of the first, and the fourth is opposite of the second. If you could memorize the first two terms, you could memorize any term in the sequence. So let's look. In the table shown, I represents the imaginary unit. Select all cells in the table for which the product of the row and the column is a real number. So we want to multiply the row and the column to see if it gives you something real. So let's look at this first cell. -3 times I would be -3I. Well, we know I is not real. Look at the second term. -2 times I. Well, that would be -2I squared. But we know I squared would be -1. So -2 times -1 gives us +2. That is real. Look at the third term. 5 times I. Well, 5I would be not real. Next column. I squared times I would be I cubed. We said I cubed would be non-real. So in the first row, the only real value we have is this second column. Look at the next row. -3 times -4. Well, that's going to give us +12. We already know that's going to be a real number because anything that doesn't have I in it would be real. -2I times -4 would be 8I positive. That's not real. 5 times -4 would be -20. That is real. And then I squared times -4 would be -4I squared. what did we say I squared would be? So negative 4 times negative 1 would be positive 4. That would be a real number. So anything after I multiply it that does not have I in it would be a real number.